So my name is Bill Carolyn. I am the compliance manager at AIROS, and like these guys, I hope they're going to chime in a little bit, but it's all right if they don't. I've been in cybersecurity for 6 years, IT for about 12 years. Before AIROS, I was actually at SHI, which is another Somerset business, literally across the street from where we're at now. So it's kind of an easy commute to change up. So today, we're going to go through Cybersecurity 101. This is like basics of cybersecurity, using your personal life. If this goes well, then maybe you can do like an enterprise security for your businesses at a later date. So let's bring all in. So today, we're going to go through is password complexity, and I'm going to use passphrases now. We'll get into that. Social engineering, I'm sure you've heard that term and what that means and different things that go into that. We're going to go into email security, web security, and then finalize it with the mobile security, your cell phones. All right, so essentially when the world started in IT and internet and all these things, it was passwords, but that's kind of getting old now, right? The new thing is to use passphrases. So something like I have the example here, somewhere over the rainbow, which is 26 characters, it would take 1 million years to crack. Right, where if you see on this the chart on the right hand side, an 8-character password, even with all the complexity, it would take 8 hours to crack. And eight character passwords is kind of the default. So I would suggest moving it up to at least 10 characters, because as you can see here, the 10-character password with some, with the complexity is about 5 years to crack. So try to work that into your lives. And definitely a better password or a passphrase, and it'll certainly help you. Something that's easy to remember, but 26 characters, is much better. I mean, even 15 characters, 18 characters, and it doesn't have to be 26. That's just something. Like it says here, the password winter 25 takes about an hour to crack. And when these breaches happen, and you look at these and you do the research, you can see that password is the most common password out there. Like for every breach that's ever out there, and something like winter 25 or summer 24, these kind of things, that's what people use in their daily lives and their businesses. So try to use more secure passphrases. As we go along, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to interrupt. There's going to be a couple of slides here coming up that are going to be interactive, so I hope you chime in a little bit. Okay, so more on passwords. You see this a lot, and I've seen it even in our office today. People have passwords written on a sticky note that's on their monitor. That's the worst possible thing you can do. I promise. It's the worst thing you can do. I mean, you trust the people around you, right? But who knows if the UPS guy is coming in and just sees your password. Now he has your password. He can probably get your email. If he gets your email, then he can get probably into other accounts, Facebook, banking accounts, these kind of things. They can use the same password everywhere. So please don't do that. That's really bad. Never share your password. Sometimes you might want to share your password with a friend or a family member. This is also kind of sketchy, right? You don't want to do that, but it could cause problems down the line. Oh, sorry, didn't go through long. And like I just said before, try not to use the same password for every website. That's really bad because breaches happen all the time. And if they get your credentials, now they have your password for multiple sites, right? Especially banking. If you're going to do banking, healthcare, do not use the same password for all your banking sites and all your financial sites and healthcare. That could be very bad. Breaches happen all the time. We hear about them all the time, and they're not going to stop. And use a password vault if necessary. Apple has them on, with the Apple ecosystem now, the Apple password. I personally use LastPass. I think there's one called 1Password or 1Pass. These things they're out there. Some of them are free. And they're a good tool, so you don't have to remember every single password. Like I could not tell you any one of my password, not one, because I just pick them at random and they're in my password vault, and it works. Questions? Okay, so social engineering. How many people have heard this term? I hope everybody. Yeah, sure. How about phishing? That's probably one that we've all heard as well. So phishing is generally through email and text, right? They're trying to catch you to click on something to open an attachment. They're urgent behind them, right? They're sometimes financial, just sounds too good to be true. Just watch out for those. Pretexting, maybe that's not one that you might have heard of. This is a type of social engineering that they're pretending to be someone you know, someone you trust. They're trying to, they know about you, so they're giving you personal attacks. right? It's again, urgent request. You're gonna hear me say this a couple of times. And it just does not seem legit, like this person probably would not be asking you for this information. Watch out for that. And then smishing, that's a relatively new term within the last 5 or 6 years. That's all through text messaging, right? They're sending out texts to try to get you to reply, to try to get you to click on something. I'm sure you've all gotten them. I get them once or twice a week. They're very annoying, and they're just trying to get you to respond. So then you can just give your information. Or again, if you went further into it, sometimes it's fun to play with them a little bit, go back and forth, but I would not suggest it. And then the smishing one. A couple of years ago, we had a couple of new hires come into AIROS, and all you have to do is go on LinkedIn. They're a new hire, right? They post on their site or their profile, and they got a text message from somebody claiming to be the CEO. They were asking for gift cards urgently. They're in a meeting. They needed these gift cards. Go to the store, buy the gift card, take a picture, send it back to them. This happened twice to us. One time, the first time they bought the gift cards, thankfully was aware enough to not send the pictures, figured it out. The second time it happened, they actually took the pictures of the gift cards and sent them to this person. $500 of their own money, sent Nike gift cards. Just like this happens, it does. I promise you it happens. People just aren't aware. Like if they don't have the training, new hire, they think the CEO, man, he wants me, my help. I got to do it. So watch out for that. And same thing along lines with new hires. Like Marisol, how long have you been here? 6 months. When she first started, she was getting phishing emails probably 2 or 3 times a day because saying that the CEO was trying to get in touch with her, right? So watch out for your new hires. Make sure they're aware that these things can happen. All right. Email security. All right. So just think before you click the link, right? Just hover over the link, make sure that you know what site you're going to, make sure it coincides with what email you're getting or what website you're on, right? Watch for that. And Sean, go ahead. You want to break the story?
That's obviously hover over a link and get an email on your phone, which for all you cases. So what I usually do is I'll hit apply and it kind of populates the return header to see if it's various email address. So that kind of that's how I do my due diligence and after.
Yeah, exactly. And if there's a link that's suspicious, just wait till you get back to the laptop, to the desktop, or something that you can actually hover over the link. Don't click on it in your cell phone, because viruses can happen to your cell phones as well. All right, and be mindful of attachments. A lot of PDFs are being sent around with malware or ransomware or whatever. All you have to do is open it, and that's it. Like we want to stay away from those things. Just be mindful, right? Think, do I know this person? Am I supposed to be getting this? Is this something that if I open it, it's for me? Right? Just think of those things. And the red flags that we want to look out for. First is, right, if it has an attachment and it's from an unknown person, probably don't want to open that attachment. Think about who the person is. And obviously on the other side, when it comes to pretexting, if they're claiming to be someone you know, be mindful of that, especially if it's out of the ordinary, wanting your credentials or your financial information or social security number, that's bad, right? Nobody's going to ask you for that stuff. The requesting personal info, money, like a credential, like I said, if it's bad grammar, look at the email. A lot of these things, I mean, we hear a lot of these phishing jokes about the Nigerian prince, right? It's very bad grammar. Watch out for that. Again, urgent request. I said this a couple of times, a couple of last slides. The urgency behind it is what is going to make you scared, right? The scare tactic is trying to scare you. Is it, maybe they're claiming to be that they know your family member and they're in trouble and they need money to help, right? Watch out for these things. Okay, so now we're going to get into a little bit of interaction here. I want you to look at this and tell me the red flags on this email. What do you got? Email address. Yep, a good one. Grammar. Yes. Yep, exactly. Okay. Next. Logo. Thank you. Very good. Yep, that's not the American Express logo. Anything else? the urgency, right? Do this now, right? We need to do this. It's urgent. Review it now before something happens, right? Okay, next one. Like this one.
The scare tactic.
Yep.
The red.
Right, yeah, there you go.
Grammar.
Grammar, yep. Email address, right? And the urgency, right? And then, yeah, I mean, that's obvious, right? Your Amazon account are on hold. That's, watch out for everything. I mean, it looks legit though. It looks possibly something that Amazon would send, right? So we have to just be mindful of these things. Read it, make sure you're not clicking on these links because it happens all the time. We get them every day, I'm sure. No, you're getting them every day as well. Yeah, okay. All right, so on to web security. Use secure websites. So what I mean by that is, see on the top right corner there, that one HTTPS, it has a little lock in there. That's how you know it's a secure website. If you, now things like Google and Safari and Firefox, they're gonna call out that it's not a secure website and they're gonna say like, do you want to proceed, which is good. And if you do proceed, you might have to, who knows, but just don't put credentials in, don't put financial information in, don't put things like that in if it's not a secure website. It's for obvious reasons. Be careful with links and downloads, right? Again, it's just like email security, but you can go onto a website, and even if you're downloading legitimate software, sometimes there's other like adware and different things associated with that software that you're downloading. Oh, download this and possibly download these other installs, right? Download these other products. Try to stay away from that because that's generally just adware and you're just gonna get annoyed. So watch out for those things. And even all these ads and stuff on all these websites, you click on those, it's generally not good. Like some of them are okay, but I would avoid clicking on ads in websites. Try to enable multi-factor authentication. Now, I know this is happening a lot now where you have, put in that 6-digit code, they email you, but there's something like in Microsoft Authenticator that you can download as well that you can utilize for multi-factor authentication. All you have to do is essentially follow these prompts right here on the screen and scan the QR code in the site, and then you just have to actually bring mine up so you can just see what it looks like. So see, I have all these sites here. Like there's, I don't know, 15 that all have connected to my app. And it's just, these are the 6-digit codes. Instead of having them text message you, you have it in your pocket. So now you don't have to go through that nonsense. Please be wary of public Wi-Fi. Right? This is real bad. Don't go into Starbucks and connect to the free Wi-Fi. You can, but only if you have to. Try, you consider using VPN. And if you do have to connect to public Wi-Fi, again, don't do your banking, don't do your healthcare, don't go to sites that you want your credentials exposed, because it could be somebody sitting in the corner that they have a pineapple device, is what it's called, and they can put any Wi-Fi name in there, and all your information, all your traffic is just being filtered through their Wi-Fi now, and they can see everything. It's like literally you can go on Amazon, get a pineapple device for $20, and now you have Wi-Fi that you can project out to everybody else. So please be mindful of that. The best thing to do if you have to connect like a laptop or something, use your mobile hotspot. I mean, today's day and age, I'm sure everybody has it. Most people have it, at least. So that's the best way to go, is to use your mobile hotspot. Make sure you use it a lot. And be aware of scams. I mean, I know everybody's saying this. I see it on the news probably once a week. Watch out for the scams. It happens. So be mindful. I think we're on to another interactive. Okay, so more interactive stuff. What's wrong with this one? Too many goes. Very good. Yes, too many goes. Good job. And how about this one? You can. Yeah, I mean, so it's the URL, right? This looks legitimate like PayPal. But, they try to get you because the first part of this is PayPal.com, but then it goes .security.alert.com, blah, blah, blah. So the actual URL is confirmation-manager-security.com. If you actually put this URL into like a virus scanner or something like that, is legitimately malicious. So just because it has AWOL.com in there doesn't exactly mean that it is legitimate. So be mindful of those things as well. So our last topic, and this is mobile security. This is a big thing now. Always use a PIN, password, biometric, something. I tell my mother every day, why is your phone not password protected? Not even a PIN, Mom. Come on. You gotta do is put your face up. It's hard. Please put a password or a PIN or something on it, because if they get your phone, they have everything, right? And it's scary. It's really scary. Keep your phone updated. I know my wife is good for just letting those security updates go. It's probably a month out. Just update your phones. There's reason why they send out updates. Yes, there are features on it, but there's also security bugs that they fix with these updates. So please make sure you're updating your phone. I know sometimes it kind of messes with you, but it's better to do it than have some kind of malware, some affect your phone. Review your app permissions. Right? When you download an app, not all of them require full access to your photos and full access to your contacts or these kinds of things. It just makes no sense that, some of these games are asking for access to your photos or your contacts. It makes zero sense. So please be mindful of what you're downloading, the apps you're downloading, the permissions that they're asking for. It's okay to say no to these apps that, no, you can't have access to my phone. Right? It's okay to say those things. I promise. Install a mobile security app. Now this is a good one because most people think like Apple is secure or Android is now more secure, but still I would download and install a mobile security app. There's one that I've used for quite a while. It's called Lookout. It's free. Doesn't hurt, right? It doesn't hurt. It's a free application. Again, it's called Lookout. So just if you don't have one on there, it doesn't cost you anything. So try to do it. Of course, you're going to try to upsell you, but you don't need it. And then back up your data if you can. Everybody's got the cloud. Try to back up your data as often as you can, and then you'll be okay if anything ever were to happen and you lose your phone or something, or you get ransomware. As long as you have your backup, you're okay. That's it. Anybody have any questions? This was a little short and sweet, but cybersecurity 101. These are just the basics, and we can go deeper dive at another point. If you like. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
I got a question.
Oh, question. Thank you.
Yeah, what's one of, apologize for coming late.
No, all good.
I hope I didn't miss it. What's the best way to store your passwords?
Oh, yeah, no. You go over that. So what I found out was a password vault. There's something like, you have Apple products, Apple password. And it's pretty good now, but there's also like, I use LastPass. There's one called 1Password. So a password vault is what you're using. That's probably the best one.
All right. And in your travels and research, do you have a figure for the average amount of passwords that an individual could have?
Oh, I have no idea. Yeah, I've never come across that, but it's probably quite a fair amount.
Yeah, because I went to a seminar, it was before COVID.
Okay.
And this is even back then. I think the average person had like maybe 35, 36 passwords.
I would say, yeah. So,
I have 60.
yeah, exactly. So it's a good thing to get a password vault because, you don't want the same password for anything.
Right.
As of 2024, 168 to 178 password. Yeah, that makes sense.
I believe it.
Yeah, sure. That's quite good, for sure. Any other questions? Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time, guys.